Politics with Laura. There's a lot going on. OMG. Okay. The Republicans, or shall I say, as people lovingly call them, MAGA, which, MAGA, Republicans, you think that MAGA is ultra-conservative right-wing? No. Keep on saying that they are the average everyday people and also middle of the road. And you're calling people racist left and right, and then if you are of color, then you're a racist sympathizer, all this other crazy mess. But however, let's get down to it. Liberals, progressives, left, you went too far. Yes, you did. All right. Now, you are supposed to uphold the Constitution as you put your hand on the Holy Scriptures and say, I vow to uphold the Constitution best of my abilities. And you're not even doing half your abilities. You're not. You're doing a little, not even that. In fact, what you're doing is you're putting everybody else before this country and your constituents that voted you in. And then you're saying, yeah, you voted me in, but I'm taking, these people get preference, not even preferential treatment. They don't even get that. But they are so before you. And guess what? You are going to pay for it. I mean, what kind of stuff is that? What kind of stuff is that? Well, however, Pam Bondi, she said, hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I directed the DOJ to freeze all the assets. You don't get 1 penny, 2 penny, 3 penny, 4 penny. No, you get 0. Freeze all the assets. Now, she also said, and I know the people in Chicago are going to be like this. They're going to be clapping. She said, I don't know. She would say, oh no. I lost my internet on my iPad. But she said, oh, and if any public official obstructs you from doing your job, then arrest them. They're going hard and they're putting the smack down. That's exactly what they're doing. So, whether if you agree or disagree, that doesn't matter. It's what's going down. The fact that you have public officials who are saying, we don't give a darn about what the federal government says. And you're going to give us money to support these people, even though that they are illegal in this country. That don't matter because we want them here. We want them here. Even though the whole United States went red, people either went red or stayed home. You're not, look at me. You're not reading the room. Oh, how you doing? You're not reading the room. You're not reading it. You're not looking at how you are taking your political career and you're dumping it down the toilet. You are. And then, when you go down in history, what do you want to be known as? Okay. Now, whether if you agree or disagree with Pam Bondi, she's doing it. What'd you say? What'd you call me? A childless cat lady. Man. And you say that behind what do you call it? A screen. Let me see. I'm timing you out. You can watch me, but you don't got nothing to say. You're timed out. It don't matter what you say. Next time, I'm going to delete you. Okay. So you can believe whatever. It's cold out here. You can believe whatever you want to believe. You can have your political stances. That's fine. But however, The country said, okay, we're tired of this. We're tired of this. People down there in LA, that way, LA, they're not getting any money because all of it went to illegal aliens. People down there, down south in North Carolina can't get anything because they gave all the money to illegal aliens. Now, they're getting a free ride. A free ride. They're getting a free ride. And they're also getting DEI benefits. Now, it's wild because my mom has AIDS and being here, the first requirement is speaking English. They don't speak English. I mean, you can't make this up. You can't. They don't speak English half the time. And then the basic care just for home health aid is being able to cook American food. They don't cook American food. So how are you going to best, do your job if you don't even meet that requirement? Cooking, but people outside the United States eat spicy food. I mean, so spicy that smoke comes out of your ears. Most of us don't eat like that. We don't eat like that. And it goes on and on and on. But Pam Bondi said, no more money. Let me see. It says JFK Jr. called liberals. John Kennedy called liberals two-food eating workers. Okay. You see, I wish I could. I gotta get my internet working. 50 or S2 says, is that a green? Damn it. Okay, is that a greenhouse? A green screen? No, I'm outside. I'm outside. No special effects. I'm outside. What you see going on behind me and what you hear is real. Let me see. Marcel says, good vibes positive, good vibe positives. Natural face, looking good. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, but she's like, no. You are, if you fight us and you want us to pay for it, you're not getting any money. And my thought is this, progressives, those of you who are saying this is, I stand by this, my thing is all of you pay for it. All of you pay for it. Pay for it. Yeah, pay for it. See if I can connect to my iPhone. You pay for it. And you pay for everything. You go into your pocket. Go into your pocket. Yes, you go into your pocket. Right here, go into your pocket. And you pay for everything that they need. Don't put that on the federal government. Don't put that on us, because most of us are like, no, this is too much. You want people that came across the border. We don't know who they are. They didn't even bother to say, this is who I am. This is what my name is. This is where I'm from. This is my family. They're not doing it. Something crazy good right now. Okay, let me see if I can bring this up so I can see what you all are saying. Come on. Crap. Oh, it works. All right. Okay, I got it. Hey. Okay. All right, I'm sorry about this. This is bad live stream. I'm not trying to do that. Okay, here I am. Okay. I got it on. Okay, Maxwell says, good coverage and so fast. Yes. And Rod says, what's the dog doing? I have no idea what dog. I have no idea. Stick with this subject, Raj. Okay, Soul says, we love people of all colors, but they have to come in the right way. Yes, yes. And here, this is where I feel bad, especially for white people. You all get the raggedy stick. If you say, come here the right way, then all of a sudden you're xenophobic, you are you're a racist, you are Schlittler's long lost cousin that came to the United States. You're all those things. And that is such a deflection because they cannot debate why people should come here illegally. They should be here illegally. They have rights. When did the Constitution say, okay, you can come here illegally and then the Constitution applies to you? These lawyers are some, I don't want to say fraudsters, I don't want to say any of those things, but how do you apply the Constitution to people that are not even legal in this damn country? How does that work? How does that make sense? How can you sit there and say, I am upholding the Constitution, and is saying no, I am screwing over the Constitution? Justin says, girl, I ain't even stressing about this. I don't have any control in this. I'm not even voicing matters anymore. It's too chaotic. I just want to go to the Cheesecake Factory later. Well, look, I'm out here talking because I live in a sanctuary city. I do. And it is wild. Something has to stop. Now, Ian says, do you have the right to be in America, to join America before you access the border? Yes, look, you cannot go to any country without them knowing who you are. You don't walk in, sneak in, and then say, hey, I'm here. No, you don't do that. You don't. Census, a lot goes into it. You have to have census. You have to have the distribution of money, how it goes to every state. And if you're not here legally and we don't know who you are, then how do we as Americans benefit you sneaking in and then say, hey, look, Americans, I need health care, I need education, because I didn't get it at home. No. For whatever reason, I need to see your doctors, your dentists, I need all these things, and you're gonna have to pay for it. Oh, and also you were gonna have to teach me English. What kind of sugar honey iced tea is that? How? There is so many levels to it, and it has nothing to do with how you feel. It is about the logistics of all of this. And the fact that you have a certain segment, a small segment of Americans are like, well, they can come. Understand why they say that. Either you're like me, because my ex-husband, we've been divorced for a very long time, but this has nothing to do with it. However, I'm saying that to say I understand where you're coming from. I understand. But however, understand this. Everything has its rightful place. So if you come from over there and we're telling you the door is right here, but you decide to go over there and go through, what do we do with the lawlessness? That is lawlessness. You're not dealing with us on a lawful level. Period. Now you could say, well, they're not criminals. Well, okay, let somebody come into your house, sit on your couch, eat your food, and say that you won't call the cops. If you say no, you are a darn liar. Okay. Let me see. Krager says, you tell them, sister. From another mister to your wife. Okay. JT says, exactly, laughing out loud. And it is so true. And the fact, I gotta say, this is a good thing. You're gonna say, politics of the law? What is good about this? What is good about this is that we got people that were on opposite sides of the fence, opposite sides, had nothing good to say to each other. Zero. Oh, you're a racist. You're a reverse racist. You're a reverse racist. All these things thrown back at each other, going back and forth at each other until we're like, wait a minute. Look, we need each other. We got to come together like the sugar and the ice. So on one hand, it most definitely has done a lot of good because you brought. Look, hey, thank you. You brought Americans together. On the other hand, it's like now we have to fight with our other brothers and sisters who are on the opposite side, and they're like, you can tax me 100%. I don't need any money. I just want everybody to stay. Haven't you thought? I mean, don't you get credit checks, background checks? You can't even get a job without a background check, and you talk about letting somebody into the country without a background check? Are you? Look, I don't know what you're drinking in your teacup, but I hope it's an old molten tea. I hope it isn't. I hope it isn't. Let me see. Juan says you are 100% right, but my problem is everybody's problem is with the leaders that are withholding or not holding the Constitution or violating the Constitution. The other ones that, would be jailed. Yeah, you're absolutely right. We have a certain segment of our population who, in fact, because I talk to a lot of people, and they're like, well, screw the Constitution, screw it. That's the law of the land. Oh, the Constitution is racist. Oh, what the heck are you talking about? Your black folks say, hey, Constitution is racist. It doesn't include me. Excuse me. Yes, it does. If I were in front of you, I would mush you. So here, yes, it does. You have the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments that apply to black Americans solely. But however, you had some kind of Democrat or known as the Whigs back at that time, WHIGG. Check it out. They don't exist anymore. They became the Democrats that put all that extra verbiage in there, making it broad for everybody else. I guess maybe they had this in mind. Okay, I'm just rambling. All right, but you're absolutely right. Mark says if you're illegally here, you're a criminal here. Yeah, actually, that is true. That is a very true statement. However, you have people who are like, well, they're not criminals in their country. They have issues. I'm like, what country doesn't have issues? Well, they are oppressed. What country doesn't oppress you? I mean, what government? Help me out. What government doesn't oppress? That's what governments do. But however, we have a government. We are the only government in the world that we have a constitution that keeps the government off of us. So everybody's like, hey, let's go over there to America because they got the constitution that keeps the government off of them. And then when they come, but we want to change it to our government. Well, God, you could have kept that over there. You don't come and change what we got. That's some silly stuff. Oh, Hunter, thank you. Said this lady knows what's up. Truly yours. Hey, what's up, sweetie? Hey, what's up, sweetie? How's it going? Hey. All right. So we have a lot of that. Now, yesterday? 2 days ago, I went to I'm deviating a little bit, but not. I'm still sticking with what we're talking about. I went to an immigration rally, really an illegal immigration rally, and I went over there and I videotaped it. I put it on Instagram, Politics with Laura 1, Politics with Laura, check it out. And then you see, this was this was a wild. Actually, it was right over there, right across the street, right over there. And what they were talking about was, they were saying how how they have the right to be here, how being sent back to the country would be a problem, and we are American citizens. we are Americans. We want to be Americans. Here's the interesting part. They were flying foreign flags. Mexican flags, El Salvadorian flags, Honduran flags. They were flying them. And the woman that was an activist, you would think she would talk to me. She didn't. I'm like, what kind of activist are you? I didn't say it. I thought it. I didn't say it. So I asked her, is there anyone in the group that I can interview? I said, because my channel is about policy, politics, policy. I talk about that. And so she goes, oh, well, they don't talk policy. I'm like, well, if they're not talking policy, but they want us to change policy to fit them, but they're not talking policy. Okay, well, is there anybody that I could talk to tell me how they feel? You can't make this up. They got children. 2 children. Now, luckily I have a lot of experience with education, so I'm like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Okay. All right. So then I asked, it was a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old. And I asked, where are you from? And the one girl said that she was born in Honduras. I guess she came here when she was young. The other one said that she's from Maryland. I didn't show their faces. I'm like, you are children, so stand back behind here and I can interview you because you're children. I don't put children's face on this right here. No. Adult all day long. All day long. But what they were talking about, and I asked, I said, well, with this going on with illegal immigration, how do you feel about it? And I understood where they're coming from, because they're like, well, my parents, they're going to be deported, my family's going to be broken up, and it makes me feel sad, and my heart goes out to them. It does. The little girl said, the 12-year-old said, well, I want everybody to be happy, I want to be able to stay, I want my family to be able to stay. So I couldn't say, well, when you come here illegal, I'm not going to do that to those children. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to take whatever ideology that they have and pop it. Never do that. I would never be responsible for hurting a child's soul. And that's one way. I'm not going to get into the metaphysical part of it. We'll leave that alone. But, and I'm looking at this activist. I'm like, woman, and I see her putting little whispers in her ear of what to say. She wouldn't talk to me, and she spoke English. Everybody else did, and I'm just like, I want to say, woman, you are the activist. So, here's a wild part. Then after when the children left, I asked her, I said, hey, why do you have foreign flags? She said, well, it's good to have foreign flags. I'm like, okay. Let me make sure I understand what you're saying. You're saying that you want them, or they want to be in this country, even though that they came here illegally. And they take their flags and they're flying their country's flags while saying, hey, I want to be here. I want to be in America. I need to be here, but I'm waving my government's flag. I told her, I said, look, that is bad PR. It looks horrible. Imagine how Americans, and even people who are naturalized citizens and people with green cards, imagine what they're thinking. Just imagine the optics of how that looks to other people, that you want them to say, hey, I give you my sympathy, but you still got your flag. No. When you say my culture, my government, my land does not serve me, you put down that flag. That's what you do, because you're saying it doesn't apply to me, it doesn't do anything for me. Now, you're thinking, hey, politics with Laura, that's kind of brutal. It may be, but it's honest. What I'm saying is what a lot of people maybe won't say, or put it in a worse way, okay? But let me see what y'all are saying. All right, let me see. Mark says, okay, you already said that. Truly says, hey, sweetie, okay. Hunter says, this lady knows what's up. I tried to. Mountain says taco burrito, that's common out of their speedo. Hey, Mountain, be productive or I'm going to time you out. Jonathan says, if you tell me to enter your house through the front door, but I choose to enter through the window instead, I did not follow instructions, damn it's loud, on entering your house. So you have the right to kick me out. That, you said it. You said it in a way that everybody can understand it, most definitely. Mark says, yeah, all the, I'm looking at two things. I'm looking at me and at oh my goodness. Okay, Mark says, yeah, all the pride of the flags. Why not go back then? And that's what people were saying, because I said to the lady, I said, they need to be flying American flags, period. Not any others. And she said to me, and this woman, I'm like, I don't know why you're guiding them. I don't know what organization you work with, but you're leading these people down the wrong path. I don't know if it's what you're supposed to do or whether, I don't know, but a lot of things went through my head. I'm like, you're leading these people wrong. Let me see, loud and proud to Republican. Hey, how's it going? It's going pretty good. I'm out here cold, but it's going pretty good. Barnacle says, I totally agree with you. Me, I like that, me, says, having to leave your country behind for safety, food, water, storage, and government takeovers does not mean and want to abandon your culture. I'll get to that in a second. And you, as a black woman, should know that. Okay, call me up. Me, call me up. 202-981-9775. Call me up. Come on, give me a call. I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that. You're gonna have to do a little bit better than put that down and come on, call me up. 2 minutes, call me up. So when you leave your culture, and that's exactly what you're doing. When you leave your country, you leave your culture. Culture is what you do. The simplest form that I can put it. What you do. And then you go to another country that already has an established culture. Most people do not leave their culture behind. They bring it with them. And then it's like, okay, I want to fit my culture into a country that already has an established culture. I don't want to really deal with your culture. I want your money. I want a place to live. I want the things that you have, but I don't want your culture. I want to place all of that and use my culture. Well, if that were the case, right? If that were the case, come on, me, give me a call. Hey, how you doing, Hassani?
Sorry.
You doing more? Yeah.
Okay. We talk one day.
Okay, give me a call. Okay, so then if that were it, right? Then what we have here, you would be able to put into your culture. Now you're gonna say, hey, politics are hard. That's a horrible thing to say. But that's what it is. Come on, me. Come on, me, call me. Or I'm timing you out. Come on. But now, you gotta stop and think. A lot of issues that go on in other people's in other people's governments, the people within those countries have to take responsibility for not holding their public officials, holding them accountable, not only holding them accountable, let me go ahead and give you something that happened in Kenya. I was so proud on one hand, but I was so pissed off on the other. Kenya, the children all around Kenya took it to the government. They were turned up. They were turned up. They did something what their parents did not do, and that was take it to the government. And they said, we don't want the United States here. No. And if the president does, and they tore it up. 3 days. Guess what happened? The president said no. The United States took a step back. The parents were like, oh, well, look, when you have stuff like that, just understand, people are going to lose their lives. If you're not willing to lay down your life, and the children, I think maybe 20 children lost their lives doing what they believed in. They believed that this is my land, period. You're not going to do it. Now the parents were like, well, we can't. Now the children, they tore it up over there in Kenya. They said, we're not going for it. If you don't have that spirit, if you don't have that to where you're going to take it to the government, you're going to tell them no today, no tomorrow, and guess what? No yesterday. If you're not willing to do that, the government will take you over. Now us, the United States, we turn up all the time. All the time. All right, me. All right. All right, I got Tommy out. All right. So Bob says 2025. Brett says if a U.S. citizen goes to another country, we are expected to honor their culture and not ours. The same the same should apply when other people come to the United States. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Many people, and I speak to people from all around the world, from countries that you never even heard of, okay? By me being where I live, it's a hotbed to where everybody around the world comes to. So I talk to everybody. And people that do not come from Western countries have this mindset, and that is America can afford it. We're all rich. I'm going to tell you something. Look, those of you, I'm going to tell you something. The United States is only built on maybe 20 countries that are really fueling this country. Not only that, you can go, let me see, where's Maryland at? That way. Go up north, that way, right there. Maryland, and you have people, and down there in Virginia, you have certain places where people have outhouses. Okay? It's true. Okay, I gotta keep up with my surroundings. So we do have our poor. We do. We have our rich, we have our poor, we have our middle. But you gotta keep on working. You gotta keep on working to make it fit. Let me see. John said, Haiti, you heard? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Bob says, amen. Darren says, you not only have to abide by the laws, American abroad don't follow other countries' customs, and it thinks it could do it. That they even could. Okay. Well, all right. This is when people in other countries, if you have another nation coming in, okay, it's gonna hurt. Some of you gonna get pissed off at me, and that's okay, because we can always agree to disagree, go to the store and go get a Pepsi soda, drink it, shake hands, and go our own separate ways, okay? But when you have people that leave their land, it opens it up to not being able to fill that hole. Now, when you leave and you send money to your people and don't require them to go to college, because you are the one that made it out, and then you're supposed to support the family. Now you may have maybe 5, 10. How many people that you are taking care of by them being in that land? They do nothing politically besides say, "Come on." I'm sorry. They do not do a thing to force their people. Like my ex-husband. I said, hey, and I said this in other live streams and other videos, and I said, look, I would help pay for them to go to school, but keep on giving family money all the time doesn't help them at all, because if anything happens and we're not together, they suffer. So his younger brother is a civil engineer, his sister's a nurse, and his brother decides to play in a rock band. He goes up and down Mexico, Central America, South America, and he gets robbed by the police. I'm not laughing at that, but it is what it is. Okay, somebody said, okay, Bob says, like what Darren, okay. Bob also said, you got people jumping our border immediately deeming themselves as criminals. Okay. Bob says, you ever see Americans jumping other country borders? You go there to provide the tourism as well as needed money to survive as a country, because otherwise it's a broke nation. Now, I'm going to come back to that. Brett says, Darren H., a veteran of 20 years of service, and I tell you that it's incorrect. I was stationed in Iraq, Afghanistan, Japan, and others. We have to honor their culture and laws, and that is very true. When you come here, you're going to have to honor our laws and honor our laws. Like if we go to some Middle Eastern country and they're going to want us to cover up and put on a lot of clothes, we have to respect the laws, because we decided to go there. They didn't give us a letter and say, hey, come on over. No, they didn't do that. We decided to go over there for whatever reason. We have to abide those laws. So when you come here and we didn't give out any memos or anything like that, you decided to come any way you decided to come, but it wasn't the legal way, and then we're supposed to, no, you have to abide by the laws, period. And you're making some great points. Bob says Americans are very respectful and honor the culture in which they are visiting, and we do. And matter of fact, I thought it was quite interesting, because this is what I had to sit back and say, okay, she's going off the deep end. President Scheinbaum was like, hey, if you deport my people, and look, those of you gotta be honest. Whenever your president say that they don't want you back, what's wrong with you? Seriously, why don't your government want you, specifically you, back? What is it about you that they were so happy to get rid of? And that's something that we're looking at and we're saying now, if what I say offends you, don't be upset with me. No, be upset with the people that are coming here doing this stuff. We got our own problems. We got our own people that commit crimes. We don't need anything in addition to that. We got, Brett says exactly. Jean says, yes, I agree with Brett. And where we go as troops, we are instructed how to act. And yeah, you are supposed to act decent. And that's what we are supposed to do. Now, when people come here that are not a part of the military, right? You are seeking, how can I say, seeking help, right? Damn, I don't want to go into that. That's going down a rabbit hole. I'm gonna wind up telling my age. Some of you think I'm 20. You know, I'm so silly. Okay, but back to Bondi. So Bondi is saying, hey, um, sheesh, all this noise. But Bondi is saying, I should have gone down to Haynes Point. It's not this loud. But you have Bondi, the Attorney General of the United States, she's saying, okay, look, you don't get no money. We're freezing everything, everything. And that right there is going to show everyone that the progressives, the liberals, look, you're full of crap. You're full of crap. You are. You're full of crap. I'm going to tell you why. Because you are saying, okay, I want the people here to stay. But they don't stay in your area. They don't. You want to know where they drive? Matter of fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive around the DMV area, right? I'm going to drive around and I'm going to show you exactly where the people are living. Now, well, okay, I don't know if they're living there too much anymore, but Latinos, you don't even want them in your area either. Please save it for someone who doesn't know. You're full of crap too, okay? You may have some of your family members, but I'm talking about the general public. You're like, oh no, they can't live with me. They cannot live over there in Northeast. Oh no, they can't live in Northeast DC. Down there 4th and Rhode Island Avenue. They can't live in Northeast DC. Down in the Trinidad area. Oh no, they can't. No, they put them in Southeast.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, how you doing? Put them in Southeast.
You have no idea who I am, do you?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay, because the way you said it, I was like...
In Southeast, off of, if you know what I'm talking about, if you know, you know. Off of Benning Road, off of Minnesota Avenue, all these places that are in predominantly black areas. Actually, not predominantly, all black areas. So, it's like, it's really wild. I'm just like, I was out, because I go all over the place, Maryland. I don't go too far down in Virginia. I don't. But just because it's just so far, and everybody's there, and the traffic is horrendous. But that's another story. However, oh my goodness, it's cold out there. But however, I go around all over the place, and it's quite interesting. So when I go up on Wisconsin Avenue in Tenleytown, in Georgetown, you might have heard of some of these areas around DC. Now, if you go up into Maryland, into Tacoma, and even Hyattsville, I went out there. I took a bus. I don't know why I did it, but I took a bus just simply to do it. And I went to Hyattsville, not one person. Everybody there spoke different languages. They didn't speak any English at all. That's in Maryland, right? I saw this elderly black woman that spoke English. She was Black American. I'm like, nobody speaks English. She said, everybody's here. Then I went to the McDonald's. And this lady, I don't know where she's from. She's a Latina lady, and she spoke no English, but she put a whole roll of toilet. It's a tiny woman. She couldn't be no more than 5 feet tall, maybe 4'11". Put a whole roll of toilet paper in the toilet. She didn't have much to wipe. I'm like, you have nothing to wipe. Nothing. So it's wild. It's wild. But I thought, okay, wait a minute. Okay, me isn't calling. I blocked me. Put me on timeout. You're not gonna talk crap and not. Okay, let me see. Brett says, exactly, Bob. Jean says, yes, I agree with you. However, we go, okay, I already read that. Teleport says, Americans invaded Hawaiian border and continues to do, what? Teleport, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Bob says, laughing out loud, this is awesome. Lady can't catch a break. No, I can't. The stuff that I get. Um, okay, she needs to put studio time. Okay. Okay, recording outside, it's a downside. Yeah, but yeah, normally I do it inside, but I'm just so tired. I want to get some fresh air. EB says Hyattsville. Yep, you must know what that is. That's my old hood. You were going up and down New Hampshire Avenue, huh? Brett says, I think that's a majority of American. Okay, I'm over here reading conversations. Okay, I'm over reading conversations. Jimmy, what are you doing if your grandma won't let you do that, Jimmy? What you doing? But Pam Bondi is going to make the Democrat progressive, the left, the Democratic progressive left, put their money where their mouth is, and it's going to be quite interesting to see how they squeal. They are going to scream, saying, "Please stop, stop, uncle, uncle, uncle." Watch and see how quick they flip. Watch. Because when Donald Trump said, hey, Nancy Pelosi, I'm going to send all of the illegal people to your district. You want to know what she said? That's evil. Why would you do that? These people are, Democrats, the politically progressive, the political left, them, you are so far removed from reality. You are. You have been in your little bubble, your small little bubble, and you're speaking these talking points that you don't even live. You don't even come to where everybody else is, but you're speaking from your ivory tower saying, yes, we can have these illegal people here, and you only want them for votes. Why don't you stop lying? Because you don't give a crap about these people. No, you don't. If you say you do, I'm going to call you a straight out liar right up front. But then I'm going to say, I want you to prove it by having people live next to you. I want to see it. Put your money where your mouth is, AOC. I want to see the people that you want to come in, live in your area. Matter of fact, have some of them come live with you. You'll never do it because you're raggedy and funky. All right.
Oh, this is good. Yeah.
All right. Brett says, ma'am, you're correct. Bob says, amen. Preach it, lady. This is right on point. Ben says, Laura, you're on it. I live in a sanctuary city. My ex-husband's from Nicaragua. I know. Look. I know. I know firsthand. I know. All right. Lou, AOC is what? AOC has an FB. Okay. Lou says, I don't know what that is. No, I'm saying. Oh, Jimmy says AOC can kick rocks. Yes, she can. She can kick rocks, and she, in my opinion, she went in there broke, and she is a multi-millionaire. Look, you are not a public official and have that kind of money. She sold people out. And then if you really want to get in the nitty-gritty, let me tell you something. You got, in New York, when all of this started happening, there was a Democratic councilwoman. I got to go back. I think her name is Martinez. And she said, well, they're doing struggle work. What is struggle work? Help me out with that. Help me out with struggle work is. And then it was leaning towards being a streetwalker. And then you had women that were streetwalkers, women and trans men streetwalkers, and then they had other people coming in and doing the same line of work, and next thing you know, it's, this is my block. I mean, it's wild. But she set it up to where the women and trans women were going to be, how can I say, doing work on my back, on their back. I did this about a year ago, about a year and a half ago, and they were coming after me like, that right there is just go back and look. Just go back and look at how they bend the laws. They bend the laws. And then you have this H card trafficking, and you're not telling me, Miss Martinez, that you're not down with that H card trafficking. These are your damn people. You raggedy heifer. Oh my goodness, there's so many things I want to say. It just makes me mad that she's talking all this crap. And she's saying, I love my people. No, you don't. Because if you did, you would not exploit them for those rich men. You wouldn't exploit them for those rich women. You raggedy so-and-so. Okay, let me not upset myself. Okay, you are gonna have to say schmecks work, whatever, but you can't say that because YouTube will most definitely not allow you to express yourself, even though that right there's a good word. It's something that we use all the time, but the liberals say that they believe in freedom of speech, but they blank it off. So you're gonna have to say something a little different. Oh, Lou. Okay, Lou. Call up. Please call up. 202 981 9775. Call up. Okay, Jean says, Miss Laura, do you think about Musk digging into the White House? They're going to do what they do. I'm just sitting back eating popcorn or watching the fireworks. Brian says, what is the topic of discussion? Well, we're talking about Pam Bondi putting a smackdown on these sanctuary cities. And Pam Bondi said, I instructed the DOJ, no money, and then if the public officials in those areas give you problems, arrest them. It's going down. All right, Bob says, yeah. Look, I'm going to call you out and give you my number to call. If you're going to make statements, okay, I need you to call and back it up, okay? Call and back it up because I'm not telling you how I feel. Feelings have nothing to do with facts, okay? Everything what I'm saying is factual. However, if you have an issue with what I'm saying and then you come from emotional point of view, I need you to call me up. Especially, no, I'm not gonna say that. Okay, Brian says Trump's playing no games this time around. No, he's not. Now, in order to have that kind of office, you are going to make decisions that people are going to fundamentally hate. They're going to hate it because it affects them directly, right? Now, and to make those decisions, you're going to have to do it. Parents tell their children, no, you're not going to go to that house party with all that foolishness going on. They're probably going to get raided. Somebody's going to go to jail. You're not going to go. Well, Mom, Dad, let me go. The whole world is going to be there and I have to be there. No. So you're going to have, he has to make the decisions that need to be made because Biden was too, he didn't even know where he was. He's over there in what do you call it? France taking a deuce on D-Day. I mean, oh my God, that's so embarrassing. But he's doing the things that other politicians were too afraid, they were too cowardly to do. Now, it's going to be for you and against you. So, getting this country back on track, I think somebody, I argue with people all the time. They're like, well, tariffs is the bad thing. No, tariffs is what we have before income tax. We were doing well with tariffs Now we get all this stuff coming in and they don't pay taxes. Look, zero. The United States catches it all, catches everything from everyone, and no one pays their fair share. They're like, oh, well, Americans are rich. No, we're not rich. We're not. Just check it out, because you see some people that are rich, and because we have a lot of stuff that we make looking poor look good. Yeah. I mean, we're not going to get into the land thing and eminent domain. We're not going to go down that part. But Brian says, you stand on business I love. Yeah, look, that's all I have, my word. That's all I have. My word is my bond, period. And the law of the land, and you have to be able to respect the law of the land. If you don't respect it, why the hell are you here? Period. You would not allow anybody to come, especially you individuals that came here illegally, you wouldn't allow anybody to come in your house illegally. That right there's a hypocrisy of the BS. I mean, there are so many levels to this. So many levels, it's so outrageous. And these are the people who say, well, I ought to be here, the Constitution ought to help me, but then I don't want him in my house. I don't, because he came here, he broke in my house. Oh. It doesn't work.
Really?
Really, it doesn't work.
God damn it.
That's why I'm sitting here, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I know.
No, that's why I'm sitting here.
Doesn't work though, that's what's working.
Notice the seal. Doesn't work.
Yeah. You know where's there? Another ATM?
There's one there, there's one over
Oh,
there.
like Wells Fargo ATM.
Oh, that's 2 blocks, it's about a block and a half down the street.
Okay, got it.
Go up 14th Street. Okay.
That's how money.
None either. All right. All right. Oh, thank you, Bob. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Also, I'm on Instagram. Politics with Law on Instagram. Notice the BCO.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Irish says, should people with Tourette's be allowed to be a dentist? What kind of question is that? Oh my goodness. You want to come on Big Girl Diary. I do a lot of jokes on there. Brianna says, you really speaking the facts, Ms. Laura. Thank you very much. I can't do anything but speak facts. Now, that's why I stay in so much trouble. They demonetize me. Because by me speaking facts, okay, I'm going to get into that. Remember the guy flying by right there with the thing on the back. I'm going to get into that in a second. I'm glad you did. Go by. But I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm not going to do gossip. I'm not going to do any of those things. Because if you wanted that, watch mainstream media. They'll lie to you, gossip you, and give you all that crap. No. I'm not going to do that. That's one of the reasons why I started this channel, because I saw all the BS. I'm like, this is some BS clickbait. People are out here lying and just saying anything to get you to watch. I want you to watch. If you can support me, I would love it, but I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm not going to do any of that. And I stay in a lot of trouble. I mean, in the background of YT. YT, you know what that is? They're telling me that I have to get rid of videos. I have to get rid of videos because of some of the stuff that they put in there that I presented, news articles that are from other countries saying what's going on that they don't even allow here. So I'm scouring the world, getting okay, let's go ahead and keep it real. Let's sit on back here for a second. Look, I found an article, go back about a year, I pulled out an article to where in Venezuela, they were saying where to go. This place pays you this amount of money. New York pays you this amount of money. Mississippi pays you this amount of money. Look, I presented it. I had it translated. Thank you to Google. I had the whole article translated. So that I'm like, these people, they are opening up the jails, the sane asylums. They're doing all those things. They're doing a Fidel Castro. That's what they're doing. And that's why President Pedro Said, I don't want my people back. Just understand why he said that. Understand why these presidents said that. Understand it. How can you let your people go and don't want them back? That right there, they pulled some raggedy stuff. Now, with that, the guy, well, it was a guy, going past me that had the red thing on the back. They deliver food. Now, when the illegal aliens came, or the legal immigrants, it's really illegal alien. They have an alien number when you get your green card, all that other stuff. I don't know why people are offended, but they had here in the DMV area, all of a sudden, the mayors start giving out all this money for them to work. Now, they never thought about giving that to the students here, to children that need summer jobs. We haven't had summer jobs, but all of a sudden we get all this money, Sanctuary City money, and then we give it to the people. Well, hey, some of us in sanctuary cities, we need sanctuary, but we're not getting it. So, what time is it? Oh, these students are getting ready to come out. Oh man, it's 3:50. It's 3:52 Eastern Standard Time. So, let me see. Okay, Dustin said the people may mislead, the people should be held accountable. You're absolutely right, Dustin. Now, the fact is that a Democrat, Barack Obama, said that the media can lie to you. The media can lie, can mislead, and they do. I don't remember the executive order that he put it in, but it's there. He did it. He did it in his last term. So when you have all these outrageous lies, and when Trump, look, it is, Trump don't need any help for you to not like him. He's an easy person not to like. But he's an easy person to love, but he's a hard person to like. There is a difference between the two. A huge difference. Maybe on my other channel, Big Girl Diary, I'll get into that. But they start throwing lies out there, and people ate it up. I thought it was hilarious until I'm starting to really. I'm like, wait a minute, something's wrong here. There's a lot wrong here. Until I started to look and to see what they were doing. They were, man. Just go back and look at some of the stuff that they were saying and doing. And matter of fact, don't even go back that far. You don't have to. Just look at the confirmations and what they were saying. Well, we're back in 2020. Do you think that Donald Trump, the election, did he win it? Or did he? And then it's like, wait a minute, dude, Biden, what are you talking about? And they were still carrying that narrative, and that's what the press, if you want to call them the press, was asking. They were still doing all those things. All right. Okay. Tony Lowry. L-A-W-E-R-Y. You must be from down south. I don't know what that is, Tony. I don't know what you're talking about. But again, back to the main point. It's going to be interesting. It's going down. These politicians, they want to stand on the side, another side. I think I know who you are, Tony. I think I know who you are. Oh, okay, no, okay. Then yeah, then I don't know who you are. I thought I knew who you were. All right. It is too cold out here. Oh, man. I've been up here almost an hour past hour. All right. Well, look, I'm going to go ahead and go. When I live stream again, it's going to be real soon. More than likely, I may be down at Haynes Point showing you where the accident happened. I do have pictures of that area down there. And where Bowling Air Force Base Navy Yard is. I was doing that. Oh, there's a whole bunch of birds over there. I was doing that for my Instagram to show. to show where these places were and where that area we were talking about. Oh man, woo, there's so much going on right there. There's so much, and I'm currently looking up some of the laws and how they were bent as far as the FCC, I'm sorry, the FAA, and how money was taken out, and how it's going to take a long time to get these air traffic controllers, because what they're doing is they're saying, well, look, we need you to train the air traffic controllers, but we need you to train them while you're working. I mean, how does that happen? That's crazy. Hateful says, can you say my name? Why? What's going on? Bob says, I appreciate you. Have a good day. Thank you. I really thank you for you all stopping by. Thank you. Even some of you had to time you out for 24 hours. You're not going to talk no crazy mess. On that note, thank you. Please support me. I'm demonetized. Politics with Laura on Instagram, PayPal, YouTube. YouTube. Oh my goodness. PayPal, Instagram. PayPal. PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. Politics with Laura. Anything helps. I'll be grateful for any and everything. On that note, again, thank you. And I will always give you the truth. And also, since I'm outside, I can't bring articles up so you can see it. But they're saying a lot in other countries. So look out for some of my pre-recorded videos. All right, bye-bye.